Thank you. And first item is talking about the future. So the conference might end at some point, but Perl and Koha will go on, and there will be a conference next year. And I invite the hosts of the next year's conference on the floor.
Thank you a lot, Esa-Pekka. Thank you, Andy. Well, it's about time to close this conference, so I hope you liked it. And I'm pretty pleased to invite you to the next one, who will be held in Montreal, Canada. So it would be my pleasure it's our pleasure to host this event also. We had some great talk. We had a separate talk outside if some people bump into us with some of the vendors and stuff like that about should we continue to go Perl and Koha. So it's actually we define that it will be two different conference, so but held at the same time, same place. So both will be held in Montreal. Indibro will coordinate the Koha conference, and I'm aware that Andrii will do everything he can to bring back the Perl person to Montreal also. So it's going to be very well received, I think. I think that we in both community have to wins to work together. So we're gonna work very hard to bring both community together again, but it's a matter of if the Perl community, but I can let Andrii discuss about that, like to be able to bring them and to join Montreal next year, and it will be in September 2024 actually. So do you want to add something, Andrii?
From your point of view, because you are representing Indibro and Montreal, and next year PerlKohaCon host, so it's the main message what I want to repeat, what you delivering to this audience, that you are all welcome to be in PerlKohaCon, which will be Koha users, usage, and Koha features oriented conference. And Perl people, it's anyway, Perl thing, Koha is a Perl thing, and now you're aware, all of those Perl people who first time met with Koha, what is Koha, and that is totally Perl thing. So Perl people also invited to Koha topic as well as Koha development. We will do an effort to see what we can do from Perl community. Will it be in Montreal maybe separate just Perl professionals track, not only Koha? Will it be combined Koha and Perl development track, again for Perl experts, but anyway it's related for Perl people. So I would really advise and ask you Perl people to track this, but moreover I'm giving a call for Perl community people that we should do an effort for this to happen. We need some of you to sign in and give other people information that they should participate. We need your content, we need Koha community support for this event if we want this to happen. So if we will do enough, I will invest my efforts to help for Eric if we with Perl community will be able to present Perl track. This conference will be able to present for us the place where we can continue our things. So that's what we might have in Montreal, much more, again, Perl-oriented subtrack inside Koha user-oriented bigger conferences. That's what I want to append, especially on your.
Yeah, so it's basically like just make it happen. So it's a question of the Perl community to do his part to join the Koha conference also. So because like we had great discussion about that earlier, and it's just a question like to finance everything. Also, it's all about money, you know, not just about that, but it is part of. So we need to find a way to finance everything. So because I'm pretty sure that Perl developer can bring a lot also in terms of, let's say, debugging Perl remotely, for example, or profiling Perl and stuff like that. That's some part that can be very useful for the Koha community also. So maybe we're gonna focus on those kind of tracks also. So it will be very interesting also. It will be the second try, so it's not like forever, but I think it could be a great start. I'm pretty sure. So who's gonna be in Montreal? Thank you.
Okay, I will make a point of being there at least. So we have had 3 days of talk, and there has been much technological talk, but I was very happy that we had several presentations that talked about community building, the questions and the challenges and also the successes. And they came from Pakistan to Saudi Arabia to Finland to the UK and beyond. And of course, we all know it's important to cultivate not only the programming language and not only the software project, but also the people and communities that make them happen. And of course, these gatherings also are very much about cultivating communities. So I hope, first and foremost, that you have been able to meet new people and you have had time to talk with people you already know. It seems to be that in the conferences, you have time to talk with your closest colleagues most, so it's even important in that sense. Seeing people live or even in a video seems to help to lower the barriers of communication and collaborate and getting to know each other. And I mean, like, for example, Jesse and Kelly feel like old acquaintances already, although I met them first time only here. So do speak about technology, but let's remember we are people, at least for the time being. Perhaps in Montreal the ChatGPT will register itself. So on behalf of the National Library of Finland and Koha Suomi Limited, I would thank all of you being very wonderful guests. Glitches do happen, and you have been cheerful enough to take it gracefully and help us to find solutions. And special thanks to speakers and workshop leaders and all who had helped Andrii behind the scenes to put together a program, advertising the event, etc., etc. And thanks to Ilmarinen. Ilmarinen is in the ancient Finnish religion the god of weather, so he's been very kind with us. And I want also to thank our customer libraries who have been very understanding about the time and effort we have been putting in this conference instead of dealing with bugs. And of course, thanks to our partners who had supported us in many, many ways, but I think most importantly by being here and giving really great presentations. And then I would like to give warm thanks to the members of the organizing team. Would you like to stand up? There's Pinja Taloisela, Jussi Brunberg, Ari Alkvist, Päivi Järvinen, Petr Vashchuk, and Slava Shishkin. Teemat, Laura, don't fist bump yet. I want to give a special mention to our audiovisual team, Laura Lipponen and Teemu Kokkonen, who have gone beyond everything. Okay, I guess that's what it was it? I will bribe you rest later, but I felt silly not to be empty-handed here with Andrii. So this is a little memory from these days, and thank you.
But these hugs says more than words. So I'm touched. Thank you. We have 15 minutes until lightning talks. Then after lightning talks, we will just declare end of the day and goodbyes and go to random program what we will organize through Telegram, and you already experienced it with that. I saw even without me, so you will manage. Tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we'll aim it to have workshop days. Many of you will be there. We have 3 auditoriums, 3 halls reserved on 3rd floor with just by those stairs and up, and they're in one hall, all of them. We will sort out the topics. The rest will be Koha visionary and Koha usage and Koha development and Perl development topics. Today we will send up form for you to pre-register. At least we will see how much people we will have joined to which stream. And tomorrow we will sort out you across the rooms. It will be slight improvisation because we have to do this on the go. But don't hesitate, just come tomorrow. Anyway, if you are Koha developer, Perl developer, want to be Perl developer, want to be Koha developer, you are Koha user, or you want to affect how in the future Koha will develop, this is one last one touched most of our respectful main players. So we expect tomorrow will from all people from PTFS, Be Believer by Water, and as well Eric, you and us ourselves to be in this Koha Visionary workshop, which also will be, our idea is to talk around the round table what we will make from Koha for us in the future, how we will see our development further and to coordinate between. So just come tomorrow for that assigned time, and we will sort out you through auditoriums, audiences, and but please don't remember if you will be slightly boozed today in the evening, don't remember to check your inbox and give us feedback a little which workshop you will participate. It will be in few hours in your inbox. So now I will take few minutes to give some close-up talks in general. First of all, I want to continue in this Montreal topic, which we raised behind the stage, and it was mostly and much worried about Perl community presence in this Koha community and generally communities, collaboration and diffusion and maybe uniting. Thing is, before this conference, some years ago, also before COVID, also before AI took the world, also before war started, also it was so long time ago, but we have separate Perl people living, Koha people living, and this was some kind of effort to combine all of us together, to my effort to make like visible each of you for others of you. But now we should think how we keep this impulse further in the future. We will try with Eric do our best for Montreal. But anyway, for Koha people, especially Koha developers, this is great topic concluded by Thomas, that Koha developers, you should consider taking part in Perl conferences, not Koha and Perl and Koha and Andrii conferences, but in just Perl conferences. Next year, for example, we will have America's Perl conference, Perl and Raku conference, but Perl as main topic, and this forming up Perl conference in Las Vegas in June in United States. So I myself plan, so you can stick with me anyway and with my social activity on these channels which we have. I anyway will be declaring and advertising this. I want us, Koha and Perl people, to have something like, let's see how it will become, Koha track, Koha development topic and track presented on that Perl conference in Las Vegas. So we can unite our efforts and present ourselves for Perl community once more. And Perl community anyway partially now aware about us and confident in us, but Koha developers, please consider also to prepare something for Perl community and participate. Also, we will organize more to understand what we Koha people, Koha developers can gain from Perl community, what we need from them, what experience we need from Perl people, like this topic what was discussed, like how to debug Perl code normally in modern IDEs for Perl developers who works on Koha, but it's also applicable for all other Perl users for any kind of Perl applications. So it's mutual interest, like developing topics like this and so on. I definitely sure that there will be Perl workshop in Germany next year. Which city declared? But it anyway will be. It's a strong Perl community, by the way, so it should be paid attention. I will also communicate with Canada Perl mongers what they can do because they local to join that. I also will push on Ukrainian Koha and Perl initiative, but it's also general library restoration initiative. It might go behind and up over me, but I will anyway keep technology track, and this will be also related to Perl and Koha communities, where I will want to have attention, help, and experience. And generally, what I want from community, from you who participate and who want to invest some effort into future development, to help me to keep this impulse of combining, bonding these communities and make this bond, keep it through the time, because I laid part of myself, and it's literally, I mean, I definitely become like one physically part more, let's say, destroyed, I mean, overloaded, not, I will gain back that, I will try to, but anyway, I put physically part of myself for this event to happen. It's impossible to keep this impulse only by one or few persons. I need participations from both communities, and this even something very not obvious how to do that. This will be solved through the time, but also through your ideas, through your support, participation on next conferences. We will meet, we will be communicating, we will make that happen further. So I can say very big thanks for trust, because also part of this conference was some trust from many of you, because many Koha people started to afraid that this will be very developers conference and not user friendly. Some people from Perl community said, what is that? It's not Perl, it's some Koha, what is Koha? But they believed me, and I visited those workshops myself, and I explained it for audiences around the world, and people came, and I have this trust from Perl and Koha people who gathered here, and I think this trust proven now, and some way paid back for you. So this is good. Let's keep this impulse going. I love Perl, I love Koha, I love communities behind this because it's honest and effortful people who doing something like much bigger than just work. It's passion, it's hobby combined. Moreover, it's some kind of mission. It's humanitarian mission on which we are, like we have here, Honorable Ambassador of Ukraine, and as she said that, for example, this war, what happens, we are engineers and librarians, we are bringing education to this world, so that the thing, the main thing actually for which we are doing our efforts, even if we are not aware about that. So I want to thank you a lot. I was happy to organize this and do this effort. Moreover, I'm happy to see your feedback and that you are happy. This is the main my enjoyment. Yes, because it's when it's like looped, then that's the goal of this. So I don't want to close up this conference, but I need to. Yeah, it's like prolonging your verdict, but it anyway will happen. But what thing will stay, it's our memories, it's our further efforts, and Koha and Perl will stay as they are and slightly on better shape. That's what I'm sure. So before this conference, Perl and Koha was in slightly worse shape than now. I definitely see and I feel how we put some proper bricks in these buildings and this, or maybe this is a bridge between something, imagine as you want. But we did that. Thank you so much, and I want especially thank for Esa-Pekka as well, because you see me as organizer and running around with Perl and Koha and schedule and those background thing, and we composed that dromedary for you with Slava together. Yes, it's dully generated image by me. We slightly improved it, but you see GPT coming over the world. But no, we're just properly using those tools, and those tools use it very well. They can make very nice content, which in good hands will be, it is as it is. So let's use this for good. And despite of this, Esa-Pekka made some kind of desperate decision to trust for me to make this way as it is will be, and it's happened this way as we dreamed of. So thank you so much, and I don't know what I should cover else.